Your job is not to worry about me. Your job is to do your job. And his job, his
my job is to worry about
your job is to do your job, not to worry about me. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I worry about me.
Put the axe down, a deputy shouts, as a courtroom teeters on the edge of violence. From death threats to profanity-laced meltdowns, some defendants turn courtrooms into battlegrounds. This is the shocking true crime saga of three men, John Carl O'Brien, Bryce Rhodes, and Alan McCarty, whose explosive outbursts against judges reveal a chilling disregard for the law. From an axe-wielding threat in New Mexico to a murder suspect's menacing taunts in Kentucky and a father's unhinged rants in Florida, these cases expose the raw tension of justice under fire. Join us as we unravel these gripping stories, where defiance meets consequences, and ask, what drives someone to challenge the bench itself? Bryce Rhodes, A Murderer's Courtroom. Threats.
Your job is not to worry about me. Your job is to do your job. And his job, his job is to worry about your job is to do your job, not to worry about me. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I worry about me.
Nice cheap shot. You a coward. A suspect spits at his own lawyer. But that's just the start. How far will a triple murderer go to intimidate the court? Next, we head to Louisville, Kentucky, in 2016, where Bryce "Rambo" Rhodes, a 25-year-old facing multiple murder charges, turned a courtroom into his personal stage for defiance. Rhodes was accused of a heinous spree. Alongside accomplices Antoine Carter, 15, and Ja'Cory Taylor, 17, he allegedly tortured and stabbed two teenage brothers, 14-year-old Larry Ordway and 16-year-old Maurice Gordon, to death in May 2016.
It looks like they're deceased and they've been burned.
Those are kids. Those are kids. And it hasn't been that long.
Their bodies, found burned in an abandoned lot in the Shawnee neighborhood, bore the marks of unimaginable cruelty, stabbed repeatedly, and set ablaze to destroy evidence. Carter's confession, given to Louisville Metro Police detectives, painted a grim picture. Rhodes tied up the brothers, gagged them, and stabbed them relentlessly, forcing his accomplices to participate under threat. He made my reach on his knees like beg for forgiveness, Carter recounted, describing how Rhodes put a rag in one victim's mouth before the fatal blows. The motive? The brothers had witnessed Rhodes kill 40-year-old Christopher Jones earlier that month, a robbery gone wrong where Jones was shot in the street. Rhodes, fearing exposure, eliminated them in a cover-up that shocked Kentucky. In court, Rhodes's behavior was as volatile as his crimes. After spitting on his lawyer, leading to the attorney quitting, he appeared strapped to a chair and wearing a spit mask. Facing Judge Amber Wolf, he unleashed a tirade, threatening to find out where she lived. "Where you live at? You got something, I'll be out." His menacing words earned him additional charges of terrorist threatening and intimidating a legal participant, adding to his rap sheet. Rhodes didn't stop there. He accused another judge of racism and an improper relationship with the prosecutor, shouting, "Are you a secret Klan member?" His outbursts culminated in a mother's lunge across the courtroom.
Stop it.
Look at me, ma'am!
He keeps turning.
Ma'am, I told you once before. Let me please.
Marie Wren, whose sons were the victims, screamed, "Ain't nobody going to sit in court and hold her composure when a demon laughs about killing your kids." Rhodes's lack of remorse sealed his fate. Convicted of the murders of Ordway, Gordon, and Jones in 2019, he was sentenced to life without parole by Judge Brian McCown, a case extensively covered by WDRB News and Courier-Journal. Appeals continue, but Rhodes serves at Kentucky State Penitentiary, a symbol of how courtroom defiance can compound a criminal's downfall. Alan McCarty.
Threaten you to participate here?
No, you threatened my life the other day.
Thank you.
I am not under oath.
You just threatened my life to duct tape me. A father's fury boils over, turning a custody dispute into a courtroom war zone. What happens when threats cross the line from phone calls to face-to-face explosions? Finally, we arrive in Daytona Beach, Florida, on September 29, 2017, where Alan McCarty Jr., a 35-year-old father, unleashed a profanity-filled rampage that shocked the Volusia County Courthouse. McCarty had called the sheriff's office, threatening to pop a cap in Circuit Judge Stasia Warren over a child custody case he falsely believed she mishandled.
"I got a gun pointed at your building. Yeah, there's about to be a crime that's gonna happen if my kids don't come back to me, you stupid.
Sir, what is going on?
Who the are you calling, sir, you stupid? Where's your judge warrant at? You gonna bring that out in handcuffs and I'm gonna execute that?
I got a gun pointed at your building, he raged in the recorded call, claiming he'd execute the judge in the street if his kids weren't returned. His threats led to charges of threatening a judge, and when he appeared before Judge Matt Foxman, McCarty's fury only escalated. From the start, McCarty disrupted proceedings, refusing to be sworn in and accusing the court of stealing his children.
This is being done unconstitutionally. Y'all took my kids unrightfully.
This is being done unconstitutionally. Y'all took my kids unrightfully. When warned to stay quiet or face duct tape, he screamed, "You just threatened my life to duct tape me!" Did everybody hear that? His insults grew personal, calling court staff stupid and a prosecutor a little prick. Removed to a separate room, his rants continued through a non-soundproofed wall, targeting even the prosecutor's unborn child. "You threaten my life, you stupid piece of dental." Showing no remorse, McCarty was found guilty and sentenced to 20 years in prison in 2018, a case reported by Daytona Beach News Journal and WESH2 News that highlighted the chaos one man's rage could unleash. McCarty's appeals failed, and he serves at Florida's Tomoka Correctional Institution, a stark reminder of how verbal assaults can lead to decades behind bars. John Carl O'Brien.
Put the axe down. Step away from it. Step away from it.
The axe-wielding menace. Step away from it, hands on your knees. The commands echo as an armed man storms a courthouse, axe in hand. What possesses a 65-year-old to threaten a judge's life in broad daylight? We begin in Cibola County, New Mexico, on April 8, 2024, where a routine court day turned into a scene of terror. John Carl O'Brien, a 65-year-old man with a history of erratic behavior, walked into the Cibola County Courthouse clutching a large axe, his eyes fixed on District Court Judge Amanda Sanchez Villalobos. O'Brien had allegedly threatened to kill the judge, sending shockwaves through the courtroom and forcing an immediate lockdown. Deputies responded swiftly, confronting O'Brien before he could reach the judge's chambers.
Put the axe down!
Put the axe down! Step away from it, they ordered, their voices laced with urgency. O'Brien complied after a tense standoff, dropping the weapon and kneeling as instructed. The incident, captured on body cam footage released by the New Mexico State Police, led to the evacuation of the building and a full security sweep. No one was injured, but the psychological impact lingered. Court staff described it as the scariest moment of my career, according to local reports from KRQE News. O'Brien faced charges of first-degree attempted murder and threatening a judge, felonies carrying potential sentences of up to 18 years each under New Mexico law, NMSA 30-3-8. As he awaits trial, his case has sparked debates on courthouse security, with advocates calling for metal detectors and increased funding for rural courts. Why did O'Brien target Judge Villalobos? Court records suggest a grudge from a prior civil case involving property disputes, but details remain sealed. His actions remind us that even sacred spaces like courtrooms aren't immune to violence, echoing similar incidents nationwide where threats against judges have risen 400% in the last decade, per U.S. Marshals Service data. These three men, O'Brien with his axe, Rhodes with his murderous threats, and McCarty with his unhinged outbursts, pushed courtrooms to the brink. Their actions, from wielding weapons to intimidating judges, reveal a dangerous defiance of justice. What drives such brazen contempt? Is it desperation, delusion, or pure malice? As these cases spark debates on courtroom security and mental health, one thing is clear. The bench demands respect, and defiance comes at a steep price. If you or someone needs help, call 988, Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, or 1-800-799-7233, National Domestic Violence Hotline. Share your thoughts below, and stay tuned for more true crime stories that shake the foundations of justice.